Hi guys, I'm welcoming you back in Binary Options channel. I'm here again and again showing you strategies and indicators and trying at my best to give you more info and to get you, to be as more professional trader as you could be and profitable also. So let's see what we have today and just let's go. And we start. Today I'm gonna use my favorite indicator, and if you remember my previous videos, it's gonna be MACD. I love it and I do recommend it. And again, I'm making it with the 15 seconds candle. Here we start, it's not gonna be only MACD, so we start with the moving average for the common trend. We're showing us that how this chart is looking not only with candles. And here's gonna be second indicator, it's gonna be Williams. And it's actually a little bit not that easy, sometimes useless, sometimes perfectly showing us what we're gonna do. So it's, with the indicators, there is nothing clear about them in all situations in this world. Here's the MACD that it's gonna be also below the chart, and thanks God because it's perfectly seen when it's like that. Here is gonna be one new that I never used before in my videos. It's a rune, it's called like that, a little bit strange name, but I don't mind unless it's working. So the whole setup is done and we are proceeding for our all bets. Yes, a rune here, everything is done. I am just observing if it's all perfect for me, and it is. Let's go. And we are going to our first bet. And I also use these indicators and this strategy mostly for this downward situation, and I couldn't predict that, but and I want to show you that I'm going to use it for the downward situation. So the thing that we are paying attention for, MACD, if the orange line above the green line, we are going down, and with the Arun, if the orange line above the green line, we are going down. And with this moving average, and it's also showing a trend, and here's all combined, we made our bet, and let's wait for the result. So the first and perfectly working situation for us, just there's like a kind of super drastic fall over there, and we were all correct. All these indicators showed us that this situation is gonna be profitable for us. Let's go next. And the next situation. And also I want to know, I'm gonna make my bet. I want to know from you if this process of choosing, the currency pair and the charts is also important for you, because sometimes this is the key feature, and I actually told you about that a few times before. And here with the MACD and with the moving average, there are two indicators combined and showing us we are going down. But with the Arun here, it's not like that. But we are paying attention to this key indicator MACD, and I love it because it actually mostly never lies. Let's check it here. So it's pretty tense, and we are about to get this as a profit, because even like 5 seconds ago, it could be a loss. So here's again, and you should remember and you should be attentive with these high volatility markets. I told you, when the fluctuations are too small, it's truly tricky and it's truly dangerous. So let's go next and see how it's gonna be in the different situations for us. So here, the drastic fall just started. The chart was at its peak, and we are expecting that never mind, this green candle is gonna be a fall. Here's again a rune showing that it's gonna be a fall, and we are here. If you are looking at MACD, we are not seeing the orange line above the green line, but we are predicting. So this is just for the change of the direction. And what about the Williams that I never mentioned till that time? It actually, and I told with my in my last or I don't know previous videos about the Williams and the center, of these like orange lines. It's useless and it's too tricky. But especially at this highest point, this like above line orange one, it's perfectly working only in that situation. So if the peak points and the peak situations, it's working just fine. And here we were actually thinking about that. We were minding this green line crossing the highest orange line and going down. So that's why we made our bet and we were correct. Here, even I was trying to explain a lot and talking a lot, but it actually worked out. And we were again just right in time because chart started to grow. We don't need that. So what we are having here, sometimes it sounds a little more complicated, but it's here a lot of indicators. Here, the 4 of them, and in some strategies, we need 3 indicators to be combined. And these strategies, I am looking for the whole trend. This is like, an additional indicator. And I'm looking for 2 indicators to be combined. And that's enough for us. So here, moving average, going down. But this is not the key thing. MACD, orange line above the green line, it's down. And with the Arun, orange line, high above the green line. So all combined, we made it. Let's see. And here it is pretty close and pretty tense already, but the timing is just right. We are here at the profit. And thanks God, sometimes this is just the luck and the belief in all indicators. The belief that I was correct because I actually mined a lot of things to get this conclusion and to get this bet. So I got some feedback from some guys, even from, not the newcomers, that the more complicated strategy you have, the more easy it's gonna be to predict. If you know how to read this strategy, it's gonna be more easier. And I had some feedback. If this strategy is so difficult, and if you're minding a lot of indicators, if you know a lot of stuff, why you are having some, this close, intense situation? Why you couldn't have, like the obvious profits and easy profits? But I must say, this is the trading. And if it's gonna be that easy, it's not going to be some experts, it's not going to be some brokers, for some even smart people. So this is the markets, and you should not forget about that. And even in situations when you are like here, again, we are having the MACD, the key indicator, and it is leading us, but the market is still at the high volatility point. So I never recommend, and I repeat it again and again, if you're a newcomer, if you are new to trading, never use these markets to trade. This is too complicated and too risky. And here, with all my long explanations, a while ago we got our profits, and I just wanted to be pretty clear for you. And so here, 2 indicators combined showing us that it's gonna be a downward movement. But if you are, and with the moving average again, but in some cases, if you are observing only the whole chart, you may see that it's gonna be, the lowest point, the lowest peak, and we're gonna cross the support line, and we may just rise. But here, indicators were still showing that this downward movement is continuing, and we were playing on that, because if I only observe the chart, I could make the bet for a upward movement, but that's why we need the strategy, to be correct. But let's check. And here, and especially when we zoomed out and zoomed it up, we see that it's not looking like, the lowest point, the lowest peak, and we could mind, and we could, I was just counting the profits, and we could actually trust the indicators. And thanks God we have it, and thanks God we have our profits now. So let's make it the last one, because when it's too complicated, also I'm getting more tired than using just simple strategies. Just okay, if it's everything going down, I'm going down too. And I have my full bank, full bets, and let's expect. And here the situation is quite controversial. The green line are above the orange line, but with the Williams are just crossing the highest orange line, it is the sign of the highest peak. Let's see. And it seems like it's gonna be okay, but I'm a little bit nervous also about the situation now. And what we actually seen here is Williams just helped us to predict the closing and the crossing of the MACD lines. And now we see the perfect situation with the falling, and we have it one and more profits, and we got it like $30,000 in our bank account. And we may start a little bit, but no, we couldn't start a little bit after, because now we see, the horizon. So the time was perfect. Williams just showed us you need to go in, you need to bet right now, and that's why I love it. Sometimes this is the indicators, we don't need that, it's so additional, but sometimes this is what we actually were expecting to get this profit. So guys, we are done for today. The trade was not that easy, the situation was different, so if there's something unclear, please text me, ask me some questions, or give me some advices. Sometimes it's also working. And I'm just reminding you about my Instagram, and I want it just for more socializing, for having some community. And you can find me Ziana Baby Trader, everything is same. I'm having it just new, because my last one was banned or I lost it. I don't know what happened, but I am waiting for you there. So all links below this video or in my bio. Just give me any feedback and we gotta get for some more. Bye.